On Cape Breton Island, there lies a haven of natural beauty, home to a diversity of incredible wildlife and stunning natural features. Founded in 1936, Cape Breton Highlands National Park has become a destination for tourists from all over the globe who come to admire the striking scenery found on the Cape Breton Plateau. Please sit back and relax as we present to you a film showing the incredible features of this national park. Let us start with a little information on the impressive history this park contains. The Mi'kmaq were the first inhabitants of this magnificent land, living there for about 4,000 years before European explorers first laid eyes on the island. One of the most interesting historical aspects of the park is that it was most likely the original landing site of John Cabot, who is credited with the intellectual discovery of North America. His landing in Nova Scotia led to the British colonization of North America, making his landing an event of historical significance and another reason why Cape Breton Highlands National Park is so worth preserving.
The park itself was founded in 1936. Its most famous attraction, the Cabot Trail, was reconstructed in 1940. To this day, it still serves as a place for tourists to admire the amazing highland and ocean scenery. Nowadays, the park spans 950 kilometers squared on the northern stretch of Cape Breton Island in Nova Scotia. It boasts 6 campgrounds and 27 hiking trails. Cape Breton Highlands National Park is a family-friendly park with activities suitable for all ages. There are special events held during particular months, such as a triathlon in June, Scottish and Acadian concerts held in July and August, and a hiking festival for hikers from all over North America in September. The park is open to visitors from the months of mid-May to mid-October. Activities offered in the park during these months include hiking, camping, fishing, cycling, picnicking, swimming, sightseeing, and golf. One of the things that make the park so unique is that it offers the increasingly popular activity of geocaching. Using a GPS, a visitor hikes through the park looking for the hidden geocaches with the coordinates provided by the GPS. Cape Breton Highlands National Park offers 4 engaging geocaching trails, which are sure to entertain anyone of any age.
You'll need a place to stay after such an exhilarating day, and what better way to enjoy the park than to stay at one of the 6 campgrounds found throughout. There are a variety of different campgrounds to choose from, ranging from those having a full set of amenities to those who are suited for true nature enthusiasts. If you're not fond of camping, fear not. There are towns that are located near the park that provide accommodations to the more modern visitor. These include the Glenghorn Resort in Ingonish, the Auberge du Say Inn, and the Sail Loft Cottage in Baddeck. Several quaint little towns with Highland charm can be found only a short distance from the park. These towns include Ingonish, which lies at one of the entrances of the park, Cheticamp, which lies at the other entrance, Pleasant Bay, and Baddeck. These towns also come with their own attractions, making a visit to Cape Breton National Park more worth your while. For example, Pleasant Bay is a popular whale-watching location, and Baddeck contains the Alexander Graham Bell Museum. So why not pay Cape Breton a visit? Cape Breton Island is easily accessed by ferry from mainland Nova Scotia. The park can be entered through the town of Cheticamp on the east side via the Cabot Trail running through Middle River, Lake Olaw, and Margaree Harbour. The town can also be entered through Ingonish on the west side. The Cabot Trail runs through there as well, through the town of St. Anne's.
These are all amply good reasons why Cape Breton would make a commendable destination for your next week off. However, the greatest reasons to visit the park lie within its natural treasures and radiant scenery. The dominant feature of the park is the Cape Breton Plateau. The stunning highland scenery found here is incomparable, featuring steep cliffs, deep river canyons, and broad valleys. The valleys and canyons are the work of glaciers over millions of years. On the east side of the plateau, there is a gently sloping coastal plain that goes down to the ocean, with stretches of long sandy beaches. About a third of the Cabot Trail runs through the park. Visitors from around the world visit the scenic route every year. The road winds its way around Cape Breton Island so tourists can appreciate the steep cliffs, diverse vegetation, and river valleys that make the Cabot Trail such a renowned tourist destination. What makes the Cape Breton Plateau so unique is that it contains a mix of Acadian, boreal, and taiga vegetation and animals. This special blend cannot be found elsewhere within Canada. Cape Breton is a haven for biodiversity, a place where visitors can truly appreciate the array of plants and animals that grace this planet.
Cape Breton Highlands National Park protects about 20% of the northern part of Cape Breton Island. Within the park, you can find several threatened/endangered animals, as well as old-growth forest and leftover Arctic alpine plants from the last ice age. As the park contains remarkably diverse scenery, it is home to many different types of animals. Cape Breton is home to both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. There are many different species of land and aquatic animals, thousands of species of invertebrates, an assortment of birds, and both saltwater and freshwater fish. This huge diversity of animals is at risk. Already the caribou, moose, wolf, walrus, beaver, mammal populations have been extirpated in the area. As for birds, the great oak, passenger pigeon, Labrador duck, and Eskimo chew populations have become extinct in the area. The animals in the plateau region are particularly vulnerable to extinction, as they are isolated from the rest of the island. Endangered species include the American marten, the Canadian lynx, the wood turtle, the leatherback turtle, Bicknell's thrush, and the caribou.
The climate at the park can be very severe. The plateau region has a temperate climate with warm summers and cold winters. Occasionally, there will be periods of very heavy snowfall, and the park is sometimes affected by tropical marine storms. In addition to this, the park's soil is very thin and easily damaged by humans. This all serves to make the animals that live in the plateau region all the more susceptible to being eradicated. Parks Canada tries to protect these animals by conducting research, monitoring a particular species' behavior and what is endangering it. Parks Canada also campaigns for further bills to protect animals. Legislation such as the Canadian National Park Act and Regulations, Species at Risk Act, and the Nova Scotia Endangered Species Act have been put into place to protect the unique biodiversity that the park is committed to protect. Cape Breton Highlands National Park is home to breathtaking scenery, a huge diversity of animals and plants, and activities for the entire family to enjoy. Visitors come to the park to appreciate the unique landscape and wildlife, and they leave a changed person. It is a place for people to understand the beauty and value of nature, a place where the enchanting spectacles of Cape Breton Island are at their best. The charming atmosphere and the alluring ambiance all contribute to a lasting impression in your mind, heart, and soul.